Hello and welcome to a lovely day in County Wexford. So I'll give you a quick shot of the kit I have with me. I have my full-size sucker tube, camera bag. These are the classifiers and pans that were on the bag from the last day I was out. This is the Dream Ad Adventure Sluice. I'll give it a quick rinse before I run it. A lot of the time you actually find gold caught up in the unicorn. Microphone, tripod, and then I have my little roughneck shovel which I got for Christmas. Again, thank you wife for this lovely shovel. Most important part of all, which my main shovel doesn't have, is there's a point on it. Now in terms of where I'm digging, I'm going to take a few scoops from around here and just sample. It's a lovely peaceful place. Okay, I'm beside a road, but I'm quite happy to just sit here in the river. The thing about it is, unlike previous locations where I'll be kind of, you know, block out this bit, block out that bit, blur that. For Christmas, I'll give you the location of this place. I'll actually tell you where it is. On Christmas Day, I'll release the details of this place. Unless I find nuggets, then I won't tell you. But if I just find small gold, then yeah, go for it. Right, I'm going to put you on the head mount now while we just get a quick sample and go through it. I was going to say I put you on the tripod and do some fast framing. I'm sitting down and I have no intention of standing back on up anytime soon. I seem to be quite anxious and stressed lately, not any one thing in particular. So yeah, I'm hoping a bit of time, my feet in the river, do a bit of panning, forget what's going on around me. I'm hoping that'll help. Usually it does. I think probably the easiest option is roundabouts here is right in front of me, and that's where I'm panning, because why not? I'm sitting down. And then unfortunately I'll have to walk downstream. I'll have to walk all the way down there where the water is flowing to set up the sluice box. I would be quicker panning. It certainly would be quicker panning considering I don't have to get up. Okay, so I need to give the pan a quick rinse. So the previous day you were out digging and you didn't pick up all the gold out of the pan. You thought you got it all, but there's a little piece over here. Now there's no gold in this pan because the last day I was out I found nothing. So what do? Simple, you wash it out. However, you wash it out to somewhere you're not digging. Let's say there's something black here. It's only a bit of a twig, but let's say that was black sand. You wash out your pan and you pan it in here. Well, now you go, wow, I found black sand. I'll keep digging. You gotta wash it out to somewhere you're not going to be working. So let's see, furthest point that I can go out, pull back, twist, just about. Let's go down to here, twist, up. That's good, right? So I can do that. That's the furthest out I can. So what we'll do is take up the water, tip out a good bit of the water. We don't take out loads of it. Give it a good scratch around in there. Give it a slosh around. In this case, I'll dump it on the grass. It hasn't rained in weeks, so the grass will be delighted to get a drop of rain. And there's one or two little bits in there. Again, we'll give them a good clean down and bang on the grass. Yep, that's pretty clean. So we're going to do a slice of the ground here. This is going to be great fun. So now I'm digging. I don't even have to. Normally, you would need one leg to stand up with, but this, look, you can use both of them. As I say, we want a panning pull, but we also want to dig down a bit so we can get a nice sample. A lot of bubbles coming up, good stuff. Move that over, park that off to the side. Cool. And again, up on the shovel. And this time, as I say, you can push down with both feet. Hey, this is something different. This is very enjoyable. Okay, again, we lift and we dump. So we're not actually getting the advantage of lifting with the shoulders because it's so far down. That's the only thing I have to consider now. Different muscle groups. That looks like grey clay, I like it. Now this is only a little drain underneath the road, so the likelihood of having gold in it, very slim. I think it's a man-made drain to divert. You can actually see it there, look, goes underneath the road, but I think this whole pathway is man-made to help the water from further upstream, to help the water from the land up top to reach the main river. But at the same time, if it's been here long enough, then chances are it may well contain some gold-bearing gravel. Or they may have just simply opened up the ground, the dirt, and let the water run through it. If that's the case, then the ground in which I'm standing, the ground in which I'm sitting, could even be gold bearing. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Lift her up. Very sticky clay material. It's getting nice and deep now. So just going to take one more shovel, and for this shovel, when this shovel comes up, as I'm digging, I'm now going to put that in the pan. Now I could put the pan underwater at this point, but there's a tiny bit of a current. That's not too bad. See, look, I move that way, so the risk the pan's going to move. It's not going to move very far. So what I'll do is, I'll just put, again, both feet on the shovel, which is, again, a unique experience I don't normally get to do. Nice material there. Just do another one of them. Again, we're digging a little panning pond, little place to pan into, and we're digging our first sample hole. The water has that silty material. It doesn't necessarily mean we're on clay, it just means we're disturbing silt in the ground. So when we hit clay, you'll know about it. If we hit clay. Okay, more material there. And again, we'll just get one more. Haven't even found gold yet. Already I'm loving it. When I parked the car and got all my kit on, I counted how long it took me to get here, and it was under a minute. So now what we'll do is we'll just bring that pan down a bit into here. Just bring it off the side for a second. Just notice a plant, a weed here. Just want to get rid of that. I don't want to be touching that. Ordinarily, I just bash it with the machete. Can you imagine the feedback I would get if I pull out a 10-inch bat-3 machete in the middle of a public park? Yeah, I won't be doing that. Okay, let's have a look here. If you're in a river that's moving particularly fast and you're struggling to find anywhere that's stable enough for the pan, all you can do, very simple, just put your wellies or your boots or whatever, put your feet on either side of the pan to clamp it in place, because as I say, when you lift up, the pan has a tendency to move, and then we can just slosh around. Don't have to worry about the pan moving, because you're sloshing material over the pan. Now let's have a quick look at the geology. Oh god, I thought that was hydrothermic quartz there for a second. You know what that is? That's tarmac. Let me just put it in the water for a second, see if we get any oils off it. Yes, we do get a good bit of oil off that. Yeah, see that's crumbling apart? That's tarmac. So the road must have been resurfaced upstream lately, and this is just washed down. Right, there's some rocks that haven't been washed properly, so give them a good wash. Always very important, if you're not wearing wellies, it's very important you take a nice wet classifier and park it on top of your leg, and then you'll have wet trousers and get given out to for being covered in muck. Very important. But there's some shale, normal rocks, shale, all mostly shale. A few bits of quartz, but it's mostly shale. There's a good few shale quarries in this area as well. Again, on Christmas Day, I'll give you the coordinates for this place. That's assuming I haven't found nuggets here. I mean, obviously, if I find nuggets, I'll never tell anyone. It'll be a few years before I post any details. So we're going to work this on down now. Okay, so we're at the panning stage now. I always tell people, both on tours and on any of these instructional videos, always tilt backwards, shake. If you tilt forward and shake, you're going to lose material. You tilt backwards in on itself, shake, 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 bring it to the front, and wash just the front set of riffles there. And then just wash front set riffles. So I can already see there's not much in the way of heavies. The light material is just flying off. So as we stratify, this swirly part is called stratifying. So what we're doing is we're pushing all of the heavy material to the bottom. All the heavy material has been pushed to the bottom. See this riffle here? This riffle set? All of the heavy material has been pushed into the center of that. Imagine that in the middle. That's where you're going to find your gold, iron, magnetite, lead shot, anything heavy like that. Any lead fishing weights, find a lot of them. Good bit of dark material back here, happy days. Yeah, bring this stuff to the front again. Being a nice sunny day, if we have any gold, it'll show up in the corner here. It'll be very obvious. Okay, work this on down. Again, if I find a decent bit of gold, I'll set up a sluice box and I push everything off to the side here. Again, I don't bother salting. Okay, let's have a look. Interesting. That's black sand. Holy God, that's a lot of black sand. I have what? What? Why is there that much black sand up here? It's only a drain at the side of a river. Like, that's actually, I'd never, what? I've never seen that. No, I have. What? Sorry, heavily confused. I didn't expect to see that much black sand up here. It's like I've gone to a different part of the country. Okay, hang on a second. Quick check again. No, there's no gold in that. There's no gold in that, but that's interesting. So here's a quick game to play. Where would you dig next? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the answer is right here, directly behind that big boulder. That is going to act as a super low pressure zone. Imagine during a flood, gravel, gold, iron, black sand comes hurtling down here. Because of all the storms, all the rocks are tumbling. Because of all the water flow, the rocks are tumbling and moving, and bang, they hit this wall and drop straight down. Actually, under that would be even better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the camera on tripod, and I'm going to put you on fast frame, dig out a little bit of that behind, put the classifying pan on top of the rock, and sucker tube straight up on top of it. I'll see if I can do it while sitting down, because I don't really fancy standing up. If I can sit down while panning all day, happy days, I'd happily do that. It's really relaxing. As I said before, if you ever get a chance to sit down and pan, take it. Right, I think that's fine. Let's just crack on with that. Let's go find shiny. So I was digging behind the boulder, and I got the shovel underneath it. This is just out of curiosity, what kind of weight are we talking? So I got the shovel underneath it, and it just rolled, no problem. Got the sucker tube, and the whole section I was digging turned into this beautiful marbling. Now the fact that I found black sand just upstream here, and then a lot of marbling, this could be very good. I'm 1 minute walk from the car. Like, what more could you possibly want? It's brilliant. Right, anyway, no point in harping on about how brilliant it is until we find the gold. So let's go do that now. Right, so let's have a quick look here. How we're getting on. Now, I'm not going to put the camera underwater. There was a big problem with the microphone lately. Let's have a look here. Not a whole lot of gravel in here. Yeah. Broken quartz, loads of shale, tons of shale, nice pieces of broken quartz. Lots and lots of shady bedrock and shady, flat, jagged rock. Jagged rock means it hasn't travelled very far, but you see the woven edges on it? See where it's a little bit smooth? Means it has travelled a bit of a distance, alright. So I'm going to put those rocks in with the half-inch screen, just so that when we're filling in the hole, we have all the gravel and dirt in one place. And I'm certainly not leaving holes open. It is a public place after all. So first things first, environmental. We have a worm in here. So I want to let that worm out. Okay, worm is out. Where is the worm? Okay, so we had a worm in the pan a second ago. He was here, and now he's just downstream, just at the side of the rock. I can see he's still alive, so we're not going to dig that section. Leave the worm alone. So you can see there's not a whole lot of gravel in there. Being 1/4 inch, you can just work a little bit more violently just to push everything down, get everything to the front. I'm just going to wash the very front riffle there, and that's it. To get water into it then, just simply water in from the side, and then bring everything back in on itself. Stratify. Bring everything to the front. Wash the front riffle. You can see where I'm not being overly gentle with it, I'm not being overly aggressive. And all I'm doing is just washing off to the side there. So again, we're just very gently working this down. Bring it to the front. So being 1/4 inch goes down a lot quicker, because obviously the rocks are a lot smaller. Whoops! I caught a flash on my pan there at the very bottom, where you're supposed to catch your flash in the pans. This is nice. This is absolutely enjoyable. I have to say, up until before I got here, I was considerably stressed. Now I wouldn't even know what stress is. Somebody would actually have to show me a video of stress. A PowerPoint presentation, and it'd still be gone. Huh? What's stress? Okay, so I'll bring you around beside me here. We can have a look at this together. So all we're doing is bumping everything off in the corner. Hand stays perfectly still. Bit of a tilt on it. Take out a good bit of the water. Now what you're doing is just working our way back. And now we do a back spin on this. There should be more black sand than this. There is, yeah. Now, but is there any gold? That's the question. Go on, gold. Go on. Okay, so no gold in that one either. Okay, so no gold in that pan either. So I think what we might need to do is move downstream, because we're getting really nice black sand here, which is great. Did I wash the pan? I know I washed the pan when I got here, but did I wash the pan in between those two pannings? I don't know. Whoops. I'll find out later when I'm editing, but as of this moment in time, I don't know if I washed out the pan in between. I tell you what, I'm going to move downstream to where I could set up the sluice box. So what I'll bring with me is a 1/4-inch screen, the gold pan, the shovel and the sucker tube. So I'll take a few minutes of carrying all 4 items about, I don't know, 30 feet downriver. And then I'll be sitting down there panning. So over to the right hand side with this beautiful flow, absolutely perfect for setting up sluice box. Jam a small rock on top and it'll work absolutely fine. The water is so calm and still and perfect to run it. Let's say I'll start digging behind here, it'll disturb the flow of the sluice box. What I'm proposing to do is, if I get some gravel from over here, this is nature's sluice box. I mean, look at this, the water comes up, bang, hits that. I'm going to have to keep the camera pointed at the ground because it is a public place, and I did see children a few minutes ago. But yeah, basically a parent can ask you to delete the shot that their child may or may not have been in. So I'll just make sure that I'm pointing directly at the river only, and there's no risk of seeing the child. So let's have a go at digging this, just for fun. Haven't found that yet. Just for post-production, we'll do a pause here, people walking along. I found black sand so far. Black sand is associated with gold, but I haven't found the actual gold itself yet. Okay, so this will be the 3rd take of this particular scene. When I was initially trying to do this, 2 kids drove along on a bicycle. I had to verify that they were out of shot. Next time I had people coming by, it was a local landowner coming down and say hello. No problems at all. I was more interested. And there goes a truck. So let's just try and get this done before the battery goes flat. So I've got a little bit of dirt in the pan there already. You can see where I've punched a nice bit of a hole right behind this rock. Get the hole quite deep if I can. And now we'll pull back. And just water, that's all. Excellent stuff. Okay, so there is a decent drop off on the other side. The only problem is it might actually be too deep for my waders. Let me have a quick look. I just don't want to get too deep in the water. Looked very deep a minute ago. That's fine. We have a lovely little flow here for the sluice. So if we can get gold from here, happy days. Set up the sluice right here, run through as much as possible. Right, so let's just pan this first and we'll find the gold. Once we have the gold, then we can set up the sluice box. Oh, that's nice. Oh, look at that. Nice quartz. Nice quartz. Even nicer quartz. Now I gotta wash that again. A lot of that isn't clean. That's nice marbling. I know I constantly go on about it, but that's lovely. Really nice marbling. So we're further downstream, up against nature's sluice box. This is looking really good. So I spoke to that person a few minutes ago. He pointed at where his land is further uphill. And I didn't ask for permission. I didn't say, hey, can I go up there and dig? Because, you've only just met the person. I mean, you don't want to ask permission to dig on someone's land the very first day you meet them. But, over time, if I'm here again and I see him, I'll say hello. If I'm here again, I'll bring my litter picker and I'll pick up all the rubbish the other selfish people have left, just to make the place look better. And then as well as that, it'll make me look good, and hopefully someday someone will say, hey, do you want to come down and pan on my river? Oh yeah. That's how I get most of my permissions. I just help the community, show that I'm a good person, of good character, I don't destroy the place, and then they give me access. Now, let's talk more panning. Let's see how we get on. Interesting. And now a flashing me pan there, which is very nice. This is really nice. I'm absolutely loving this. I'm loving this place, I really am. Kind of hard to find somewhere stable for the camera. So let's have a look at this together. Usual story of this gold here. I'll take you off the tripod and we'll look at it together. I haven't salted. As far as I remember, I cleaned the pan since the last one because there was so much confusion. So let's have a quick look, see how we're getting on. Again, a lot of black sand. Just need to tilt towards the light for a second. I'm just going to work that down again just to be absolutely certain. No, alright. Yeah, no, there's nothing in there. Okay, so no gold in that pan. So we done 2 test pans upstream, found a lot of black sand, and we done 1 test pan right up here, right up against these sleepers here. So I'm not calling it conclusive that there's no gold here at all. It could well be if we continue on down past the next sleeper or the next sleeper. I think these are all railway sleepers. There is the main river down there, and there's loads of stuff to assemble down there. Just to give you an idea of how easy it is to get here, to get to the car. See that? See where the flags are? Basically, there's 2 flagpoles, an Irish flag and the Wexford flag. Right there, that's where the car park is. Am I doing any more test panning? I don't think so. I don't have a whole lot of time left. So let's have a quick recap of what we've done and what we've learned. So first off, we'll go with the most recent one. Got a sample out of here, and we found nothing. We got a sample out of upstream, and we found nothing. It doesn't mean it's a total write-off. It doesn't mean that I'll never come back here. I probably will come back here and go to the main river, because the main river holds much more potential. In fact, you know what? I'll show you the main river now. The thing about it is, I'm not going to give you the actual coordinates and the location file for this place just yet. That being said, I'm not trying to hide where it is. I'm not trying to, you know, hide the background and not show you the park bench over there. And I'm not trying to hide the big draping tree over there, you know. So if you find it, happy days. It could well be that there's gold in the main river. So this particular river I have never panned before. I don't know. Oh yeah, chunky gravel. Let's hop in for a second. See all this chunky packed gravel? It's more like walking down a pathway, or somebody has pushed gravel in their driveway. There's a big sandbar there. Not digging that anytime soon. However, if you dug that and went down to level, you might have a chance to find gold. I'm gonna see if maybe, without getting too deep. Whoopsies. Oh, I want to get too deep. Oh, we can get underneath the bridge. Let's give it a go for fun. Why not? I do not want to get wet. Don't focus on what you don't want. Focus on what you do want. How we get on battery rise? 13%. It'll be grand. Oh yeah. Now this is gonna hold gold. I'm not gonna fit in there. Now, see this, right? So the base of the bridge, the actual floor of the bridge, is made of concrete. So that's gonna act like your natural sluice riffles. So if you can find a little depression in the ground, that's where you're gonna find gold. You see where you have the water comes across like a V, like a sluice box? That's fast moving water. See the leaves that are pushing down? Fast moving water. However, where that tree is falling over, slow moving water. So if you were to find any little dings and dents and depressions in the ground, that would make for a good place to find gold. So does this place have potential? Yes, it does. Will it be coming back here tomorrow? No. Will it be coming back here next week? Probably not. Will it be coming back here before the end of the season when there's a decent drop of water and I can set up the dream mat and shovel 50 shovels into it to figure out whether there's any gold here or not? Yeah, probably will. As usual, if you do happen to figure out where this place is and you want to come down here, please be respectful of the local environment. Do not litter. I'm going to wrap it up there for today. Didn't find any gold, but found peace and serenity, even though I'm right next to a road. Found a lot of black sand. Got to speak to the landowner of where this river comes from. So who knows, at a later stage, we might be able to go further upstream. Okay, so wrapping up there for today. Just as a side note, I'm currently doing videos on a monthly basis because I'm working on my fitness, plus I'm also working on a massive library. I'm pretty much doing all of the video productions for all of next year. So by about January, I should have an entire library lined up. So there'll be videos every single week. So that's why there's a bit of a delay at the minute. Videos will be on a monthly basis. And from about middle of January onwards, videos will be on a weekly basis. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video of whatever I happen to call it at the editing stage. If you like this video, chances are you like the videos I previously posted and the ones I'll be posting in the future. Don't forget the subscribe button, and sure, catch you in the next one. We can all go find more shiny. Bye bye.